Hello, I welcome Nigel Cotton here with me. He is Program Director of the European Copper Institute, and you just awarded 2 researchers. Why was that?
Oh, this is a story that goes back a little way in my mind, at least, that the solar thermal industry is quite an interesting industry, does a lot of research, but doesn't always get it out there to market. There's very little outreach. And it's a surprising industry because it talks about things like chemical storage, different material uses, the actual cooling, heating, distribution of heat. All these things come together in research, but they never really get told anywhere. So I was going through last year a period where Higgs boson had suddenly become very popular. Higgs boson was a complicated piece of physics, and one couldn't describe whether it was a particle or a field or the boson itself. And what I thought was, there's an opportunity to take very complex situations and make them very simple by the use of modern technology, mainly video, but also animation and other ways of telling the story. So I was hoping that we in the solar thermal industry could go through a similar process. So the idea initially was to start a competition that would gradually build on the story that can be sold through solar thermal. So the opportunity to talk about just hot water is one aspect, but then could we make it a little bit more complicated but tell the story a little bit more simply? And so as a result of that, I thought maybe a competition, maybe post these things on YouTube. Because again, we're at a conference today, the SHC 2013, the Solar Heating Cooling 2013. And here we will see a lot of science, we'll see a lot of posters, and then we'll see a lot of speakers. But if you're not here, probably won't see these again. Unless you drill through the proceedings, you probably won't realise some of the work that's been done. So the idea is to get it out onto solarthermalworld.org as a piece of evidence-based science, but also to introduce it into YouTube, where hopefully it gets picked up across the world by different people we never even thought of that might touch the solar thermal, heating, cooling market. And that was essentially where it came from.
Did the researchers understand this message actually?
I think this is a slow process. I think there's initial enthusiasm, then there's a realization this is not as easy as you think. In fact, there was an adage given to me once that if you want to go to a meeting for 1 week, you need 1 day to prepare. But if you want to go for a meeting for 1 day, then you need 3 days to prepare. But if you really want to get your message down to one soundbite, you need a full week to prepare. And when it comes to explaining your science in a very concise and amusing and interactive way, then it does take quite a lot of preparation. And so I think we launched the research competition this year with the view to expand the story, and hopefully over time these short videos and animations and presentations will come to life and be far more engaging.
So where can we actually see these videos now?
So at the moment we're going to be giving the awards out at this conference, and then it'll be published on Solar Thermal World with the winners and the runner-up, and it'll be available on Solar Thermal Research, which is a channel on the YouTube.
Thank you very much, Nigel.
Thank you.